You do not need to disappear to become free. Pain can make you pull back and let fear choose your next move. Yet 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind." God is calling you back into your place. Here are 5 ways to take back the ground pain tried to steal. Number 1. What hurt you is not who you are. What happened to you left a mark, but it does not own your name. Rejection says you were unwanted. Failure says you will never rise again. Shame says your worst moment reveals your true self. God says something else. Isaiah 43:1 says, "Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name, thou art mine." Your pain explains why you pulled back, but it does not define who you will become. Joseph was betrayed by his brothers, sold as a slave, and locked in prison. Yet the pit did not erase his gift, and the prison did not cancel his call. God still knew his name, his purpose, and the place prepared for him. You are not the betrayal. You are not the mistake. You are not the season that broke your heart. You belong to God, and He alone has the right to name you. When you stop wearing pain as your identity, you gain the strength to bring your hidden fight into the light. Number 2. Bring the hidden fight into the light. What stays hidden keeps shaping your thoughts, your choices, and the way you see yourself. Shame tells us to stay quiet, because people will leave when they know the truth. That silence gives the wound room to grow. James 5:16 says, "Confess your faults one to another, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed." God does not bring you into the light to crush you. He brings you into the light to heal you. David tried to carry the weight of hidden sin, and that weight drained his strength. Freedom began when he stopped hiding and spoke the truth before God. You need more than private regret. You need honest prayer, clear confession, and one trusted person who will stand with you. The right person will not help you excuse the cycle. They will help you break it. You do not lose power when you tell the truth. The secret loses power. Once the hidden fight is exposed, pain no longer gets the final vote. Number 3. Stop giving pain the final vote. Your feelings are real, but they are not your ruler. Pain tells you to stay where nothing can hurt you again. Fear tells you that the next step will end in the same loss. Disappointment tells you that hope costs too much. Proverbs 3:5 says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding." Trust means God gets the final word when your heart feels torn. Ruth had every reason to let grief choose her future. She had lost her husband, her security, and the life she knew. Yet she refused to let sorrow send her back into an empty past. She chose loyalty, faith, and a road she had never walked before. Your pain deserves care, but it does not deserve control. We can grieve without giving grief the keys. We can feel fear without letting fear choose the direction. When God speaks, His truth outranks the voice of the wound. Once pain loses the final vote, you are ready to obey the next clear step. Number 4. Obey the next clear step. You do not need the full map before you move. Many people stay stuck because they want God to reveal every turn, every risk, and every result. Faith moves with the light God has already given. Psalm 119:105 says, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path." A lamp shows the ground in front of you. It does not light the whole road at once. Naaman wanted a great sign, but his healing was tied to a simple command. He had to wash in the Jordan 7 times. The step felt too small and too plain for the problem he carried. Yet when he humbled himself and obeyed, his body was restored. Your next step could be one call, one confession, one boundary, or one honest prayer. Do not reject a small step because you want a great change. Great change begins when you obey what God has made clear. That first step moves you out of the old place, but the life being rebuilt must now be protected. Number 5. Protect the life God is rebuilding. Freedom must be guarded after it begins. You cannot return to the same habits, voices, and rooms that kept feeding the old cycle. Nehemiah 4:9 says, "Nevertheless we made our prayer unto our God, and set a watch against them day and night because of them." Nehemiah did not only pray for the wall, he also placed people on watch. That was not fear. That was wisdom. You need the same care around the life God is rebuilding. Set the boundary. Change the pattern. Step back from the person who keeps pulling you toward the same wound. Make room for prayer, rest, truth, and people who help you stay awake. We do not protect peace by pretending nothing can touch us. We protect it by refusing to give access back to what God brought us through. The wall matters because the life inside it matters. You are not hiding from life. You are learning to stand in it with wisdom. God is restoring your place, and old patterns no longer have permission to enter it. You do not need to vanish for your life to change. Freedom begins when pain stops naming you, shame stops hiding you, and fear stops making your choices. God is calling you back into the place where truth leads, faith moves, and wisdom guards what He restores. You are not losing yourself. You are taking back the ground your wounds tried to claim. Write, "I am taking back my place," in the comments as your act of faith. Share this message with someone who feels trapped in fear or shame. Like this video, subscribe, and keep walking with us as we learn to live from the truth of who God says we are.